Give me 1 minute. It's going live. I'm just sharing it.
Okay.
1 minute. Yeah, you can say the Mangalacharan. Hare Krishna. Are you able to see my screen, Mataji?
No, Mataji.
No? Okay. Now?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. Give me 1 minute. It's going. Yes. Hari Bol. Start, Mataji.
Okay, Mataji. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjalashalaakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् विश्ववांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं सद्वैतं सवधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललित श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यः च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
Thank you so much, Mataji. Sinchana Mataji, thanks a lot.
Welcome.
And you have been reciting every day, almost every alternate day. I have seen you reciting. Thank you so much for making this a 51st batch so successful, Mataji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Sinchana Mataji, can you introduce yourself to other devotees who have been attending daily? You, which class you are in, how old are you, when did you join this course?
Mataji, I am 10 years old. I am in 5th standard. I have joined this from 2021 or 2022.
Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. You all have got this Sukriti, from the, previous birth. Otherwise, at this young age, to recite so flawlessly. So nice, Mataji. Thank you so much. Krishna bless you all. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hari Hari Bol. Yes, dear devotees, I welcome all of you on this 18th day of this journey. But I will not say this is the last day. It is all the beginning. This journey should always continue. It should never stop. For this is one opportunity we can hear. Hearing today also in two shlokas, Krishna is telling Arjuna, Shunume Vachanam, he is going on saying. So, this hearing is the beginning of this journey process. So, the more we hear, as I said, our heart gets cleansed. And that is the first step in bhakti. Our heart has to get cleansed. Then only wo sunne mein bhi ruchi aayega. We hear, no, when we chant also, we chant loudly and we have to hear. And the taste will come only then. Hare Krishna. So once again, I welcome all of you on behalf of ISKCON Mangaluru Kulai Temple, Radha Govinda Temple, and Namanishta Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Janani Mataji, I have been waiting for you to share that, what you asked, no, the soul desires 2 days video I have been waiting. Today I will see if I am able to finish on time. I will share. That is on the day of 13th. 13th, yeah, 13th chapter also it is there. And I think in 16th chapter also I will see. Okay, I will try if time permits. Otherwise, you share your number with me. I will send you those videos. In 2, 3 videos, I will send you in which it is beautifully said that the soul desires, the mind's work is thinking, feeling, and willing. Hare Krishna. Okay, yes. Moksha Sannyasa Yoga. At the end of the day, we all want that only, is it not? Renunciation. But that's what Krishna has been telling right from the beginning. From second chapter, he is going on saying, don't give up your activities. Do your dharma. What is dharma? According to the Varnashrama. It is known as Varnashrama Dharma. Whichever Varna you belong to, do that particular activity. Doing that activity only is religion. Giving up the activity is adharma. Giving up the activity will lead to sin. But performing the activity, whatever is the activity, we have discussed. Krishna is telling Arjuna to fight because Arjuna is in Kshatriya Dharma. So his that pious, what is that, fruitive activity is to fight. As a soldier in the border, doctor for operating a patient, they all have to perform their duty. It is their dharma. So they can't say that they are killing people and they incur sin. Definitely not. At the order of the superior, at the order of the authority, whenever we do our dharma, Swadharma, in today's chapter it will come. Doing Swadharma, even if it is imperfectly we are doing, that is okay. Than doing Parodharma perfect. That means Varnashrama Dharma, it is on the basis of Guna Karma Vibhagashaga, Chaturvarnyam Maya Srishtam. I have created this Dharma. Krishna is saying Guna Karma Vibhagashaga on the basis of gunas, on the basis of karmas. But as the time eroded, the government, they all have converted everything into, according to their comfort and benefit. So that is why it has now taken the birth. It is now according to the birth. Brahmana's son is not a Brahmana today. He does a business. Business whose dharma it is? Vaishya dharma. Krishi, Goraksham, Vanijyam, trade and commerce is Vaishya Dharma, but we are not, Brahmanas are doing it. So many Kshatriyas do Brahmana Dharma. They are the lecturers, professor. So that is why the chaos in the society these days. If we do Swadharma according to our Varnashrama Dharma, all these problems will be taken care of by itself. So, moksha sannyasa. What is actual sannyasa? What is actual renunciation? Do your duty, renounce the result of the work. Thinking, I am not the controller, I am not the proprietor. So, karma is attached to doing the karma yoga, is attached to proprietorship. The more we do, we start thinking it is because of my effort. प्रकृते क्रियमाणानि गुणैः कर्माणि सर्वशः अहंकार विमूढ़ात्मा. This atma, we think that because of me, ahankara vimudhatma karta akamiti manyate. I only perform, we think, is it not? So that karma yoga leads to proprietorship. Jnana yoga leads to controllership. The more knowledge we get, we try to control people. You see all the, IITians, etc. They want high position. And once they reach the high position, what happens? They start feeling that even if they are working, even if they are employed, they start thinking, it is my company, I am the controller, I have to control everybody. Everyone has to listen to me. After I said, what the hell it was changed, they ask. Or what they say, I am the, authority here without telling me, why did you do this? Means that automatically enjoyership comes, that is controllership comes. And in Jnana Yoga, okay, yeah, that is. And in, what is it? Um, uh, Ashtanga Yoga. In Ashtanga Yoga, what comes? enjoyership comes. Why? The more they start meditating, what happens? They lead into siddhis. And Ahima, Mahima, Lagima, so many siddhis are there. So once they start getting that siddhi, वो पथभ्रष्ट हो जाते हैं, मीन्स दे डिविएट फ्रॉम देयर ओरिजिनल ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ गेटिंग इनटू दिस मार्ग. विच वन? योग मार्ग, ध्यान योगा, अष्टांग योगा. बिकॉज अष्टांग योगा इज व्हाट? यम नियम आसन प्राणायाम प्रत्याहार, then dharana dhyan samadhi. So they forget this objective and they start enjoying enjoyership, the siddhis. Okay, so the more we perform as a karma yogi, our proprietorship will automatically go, because renunciation. What we will learn? We will do our duty, but we will renounce, we will surrender the karma pala, surrender the effect under the lotus feet of the Lord. Same way in other three things also. What are the other three? Jnani and yogi. Karmi enjoys proprietorship, Jnani enjoys enjoyership, and yogis, jnanis enjoy controllership, yogis enjoy enjoyership. 5.29, as it says, nobody is the enjoyer, nobody is the controller, it is only him. Bhoktaram yajnatapasam sarvaloka maheshwaram suhridam sarvabhutanam Nyatva mam shantim richati. A person, I am seated in everybody's heart. The person who knows that I am the supreme controller, enjoyer, and the proprietor, he attains peace. This Lord, he himself tells this. Is it not? Hare Krishna. Okay, so we will start going through. Today's chapter is very, very big. This again in the last also same slide is there. So we will see that. Arjuna uvacha sanyasasya mahabhago tattvam ichchami veditum tyagasyascha rishikesha pritakeshi nishudana. See, Arjuna is again asking, I mean, a last question probably, because after this Arjuna will only tell his renunciation. In one of the verse in between, he will say, okay, Krishna, I have understood everything so very well. Now, my moga has been, what? It is not there now. My bewilderment, everything has gone. Now I know for sure that you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So here asking, Arjuna said, oh mighty armed one, I wish to understand the purpose of renunciation. Finally, he is once again asking, why are you going on telling me renounce, renounce, renounce? What is the use of this tyaga? Renunciation means tyaga. What is the use of this tyaga? And of the renounced order of life, sannyasa life, that is, O killer of the Keshi demon, master of the senses. See, Keshi demon. Keshi demon is a horse. Okay, so Krishna is addressed here as a Keshi demon because he killed this demon and he protected the Vrindavan Vasis from the Keshi demon. There is one Keshi Ghat. If we all go to Vrindavan, you go to Keshi Ghat. If you go to Keshi Ghat, you will see there that Lord is in the form of killing the Keshi demon. Okay, so finally, Krishna is requesting, Arjuna is requesting Krishna to tell him what is the purpose of renunciation. Why is going on telling like that? Obviously, once we start renouncing, what will happen? Okay, if I get 1 crore lottery also, I will be the same. Because I have renounced it. If I don't get, all my money went waste, whatever I invested in lottery ticket, then also I will be okay. That is what you wanted, dear Krishna. So we surrender. The more we surrender, automatically the proprietorship goes away from the I, me, I, mine policy. I main policy, all of you know, no? Everything is I, everything is mine. Okay, that policy will go. Why? Again, we come into the thought, we come into the realization, understanding that the result is in Krishna's hand. Nothing is in our hand. That Ishavasyam idam sarvam. Yet kinchan jatyam jagat tena tektena bunjita. Ishopanishad, it says, O Krishna, Ishavasyam idam sarvam. Everything I have surrendered into you. I am only the, like puppets come, we have seen that Maya, 3 puppet show. So I am only the puppet. However you make me dance, I will dance. Bhagavanu Sri Bhagavanu Vacha Kamyanam Karmanam Nyasam Sanyasam Kavayo Vidugo Sarva Karma Palatyagam Pragustyagam Vichakshanaga. The Supreme Lord said, the giving up of the activities that are based on material desire is what great learned men call the renounced order. That is a sannyas. What giving up of the material desire and giving up the results of all activities is that wise called as renunciation. So what is tyaga? Surrendering the result is tyaga. What giving up the work itself? Sannyasa. Sannyasis do what? Wearing the kavi dress, they leave their family, everything, go and sit in Himalaya. So that giving up the work, I will not do my swadharma. That is sannyasis do. We should never do that. The more we do activities, the more the heart gets purified. Bharat Maharaj's story, all of you know. Without purification, by going to the forest, what happened? He fell down. 2 more births he has to take. One birth he took as a deer, another birth like Jadabharata, then he reached Lord's abode. So giving up the work is not at all suggested. People ask and think, oh, Bhagavad Gita, we don't want to learn. Krishna tells us to become a sannyasi. That's a wrong notion. Krishna is going on telling from chapter 2 to chapter 18, Arjuna, do your duty, do your duty, do your duty. Varnashrama dharma duty. So here it is given, ashrama. Which ashrama? Sannyasa ashrama. That is in Varnashrama dharma, brahmacharya, grahastha, vanaprastha, sannyasa. But in ISKCON, especially Srila Prabhupada tells everybody, get into grahastha ashram, get married. Because once somebody does not get married, the heart is not purified, the senses are not purified. So, like after taking sannyasa, if they fall down, they feel like marrying, that is again brashta. So it is better, he keeps on telling, you get married and produce Krishna conscious children by going through the Garbhadana Sanskara. This is what Srila Prabhupada keeps telling. He himself got so many couples when he went abroad, that in America, the first few devotees were actually hippies. They were all so addicted to all drugs, etc., everything. They never used to have bath for so many days. Those people, very soon, they all became devotees. And Srila Prabhupada only got them married. And they all have been doing, like, say for example, Jadurani Mataji. She's so good in art. She was actually drug addict. And then finally, they all became devotee. All the illustrations, what you see in all the Bhagavad Gita books and Prabhupada's book, especially, Bhagavatam book also, Mataji has drawn. And most of the temples, she has traveled all over the temples, whatever Srila Prabhupada has established. She went and in the temple, she did a lot of painting work. And Malati Mataji, she and her husband, both were total drug addict and they were almost all, doctors all have given up. They were almost about to lose their lives and they came to ISKCON. And Prabhupada, gave them the charge of opening so many new temples. So many new devotees were sent to other countries, London, etc. And even in US, California, Prabhupada sent everybody to establish temples. And you all know he went with 40 rupees at the age of 70 and he earned for more than 40 crore rupees, billion rupees, right? So that is what, that is what is Yukta Vairagya. Use everything for the pleasure of Krishna. Don't renounce. Renounce means, no, I won't go in expensive vehicle. I will not use the laptop and things like that. Use them for Krishna's pleasure. Samsiddhim Haritoshanam. Okay, Hare Krishna. Some learned men declare that all kinds of fruitive activities should be given up. But there are yet other sages who maintain that acts of sacrifice, charity, and penance. Whole of yesterday we saw the same thing, no? Yajna, dana, tapa. Yajna is sacrifice, sorry, yajna is sacrifice, tapa is penance, dhanam is charity. Yesterday we saw in three modes what kind of charity we do in which mode. Same way sacrifice also and penance also. So nobody is supposed to give up yajna, dana, tapa. Whichever ashram you are in, brahmacharya, grahastha, vanaprastha, sannyasa, even sannyasis have to do sacrifice, fire sacrifice. They are supposed to do. Okay, so nobody is supposed to give these fruitive activities of yajna, dana, tapa. Don't renounce and take a sannyasi dress and go and sit in Himalaya. So Krishna is telling, do action. यज्ञदानं तपःकर्म न त्याज्यं कार्यमेव तत् यज्ञोदानं तपश्चैव पावनानि मनीषिणाम्. It makes one soul purified. It helps a soul to be purified. What is it? Acts of sacrifice, charity, and penance. They are not to be given up, but they should be performed. Indeed, the more we perform these things, they purify the great souls. So don't ever give up. Tapa, austerity. Do meditation. Meditate upon the Lord. Tapa is even chanting is tapa. Chanting is a big austerity. After so many years also, we don't relish that chanting. Usme matlab taste nahi aata. So that means it's a big austerity. Tapa means what? We have to struggle very hard to achieve something. That is tapa, right? Tapna means in the heat, we put the gold and silver. The more we heat, they become fine. Hit and heat. This is what they do. The more we hit and heat, they become fine and intrinsic jewelries are made. So more tapa makes our heart more purified. एतन्यपि तु कर्माणि सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा फलानि च सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा फलानि च what we have to give up the attachment to the result कर्तव्यानीति मे पार्थ निश्चितं मतमुत्तमम्. Krishna tells all these activities should be performed without attachment. Give up the attachment to the karma what you perform. That is what is renunciation, tyaga. Just now we saw what we have to sacrifice. We have to sacrifice the karma pala, the attachment to the effects of the karma, what we perform. Whatever happens, we should be equipoised. So many shlokas we have learned. Shaitoshna, Sukha Dukha, so many things we have learned, right? That is equipoised. Be equal at any cost. Labha, jaya. Okay? They should be performed as a matter of duty. That's all. That is my final opinion. Whatever you do it as a duty. Don't give it up. See, we can't give up. Parents are very sick. These days, all the children live abroad. There's nobody to see their parents. But they have to. That is their duty. They are supposed to do that. Come whatever, either by, what do we call Tanmandan, out of any three things, anyone. Take care of them. It is our swadharma. Can we give it up? Definitely not. Come whatever we have to. Is it not? So here, sorry, I'll go back. 18. See here, three these things are given. That means whether we do prescribed duty or not, if at all we do, why do we do? If we don't do, or whenever we do, in what mood we are doing it. Okay, so 18.7 says prescribed duty should never be renounced. So if somebody renounced the prescribed duty, what does that mean? They are in tamoguna. So people who are in tamoguna only will renounce, will give up their prescribed duty. So it is, listen carefully. Prescribed duty should never be renounced. If one gives up this prescribed duty because of illusion, such renunciation is said to be in the mode of ignorance. So next you can understand very well what is after tamoguna, what comes rajoguna. So anyone who gives up the prescribed duties as troublesome. Tamoguni people, they don't know what is the effect and they don't do. But Rajoguni people, no, 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 it is very difficult. We all have come, left everything in India. We have come abroad. Now, how is it possible for us to go back and take care of our... That means out of fear. They are not able, out of trouble. They don't want to do the prescribed duty. So that means out of fear or out of trouble, if they are not doing their prescribed duty, they are in mode of passion because they are busy minting money. They are busy building their wealth. That is why they are not doing the prescribed duty. I hope you all will be able to understand 18.9. 18.9, obviously it will be Sattva Guna. Sattva Guna people never given their prescribed duty, is it not? The intelligent, ninth, no? Oh Arjuna, when one performs his prescribed duty only because it ought has to be done. Okay, and renounces all material association and all attachment to the fruit. His renunciation is said to be in the mode of goodness. He will perform the prescribed duty, but whatever is the result, he will surrender under the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. So that means they know it is my duty and they have to do. So beautiful it is, right? We all may think, no, 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 I always do my prescribed duty. Shall I tell you so many prescribed duties we don't do? Vedas say, when you light fire early in the morning, the first fire when we light, there's a mantra. We have to tell that out of duty. What is the duty? Thanking the fire god. If the fire is not there, if the heat is not there, can we think of cooking? No, we can't. It is prescribed. It is our duty, dharma. But do we do it? No. For some reason or the other, we are in ignorance. I am in ignorance. I will not tell everybody. I am in ignorance. I do not know the verse also. I don't thank. At least, okay, with the Krishna's mercy, early morning when we wake up, okay, we thank all the Panchamahabhuta, etc., everything. But some duties, all of us are not aware. Manda sumanda matayo, manda bhagyo hipadritaka. In Kali Yuga, people do not have that memory. People do not have that time. People do not have that intelligence. Even if they learn, they forget. Manda buddhi, they forget very fast. Okay, so if we learn these things, we will understand 90% of us, we may not be doing our prescribed duty. Hare Krishna. Okay, but we are supposed to. That is what Krishna is saying. Learn the prescribed duties. Do it as a matter of duty. Oh, what will I get if I do? That's what these days children want. Everybody will get. You do Sandhya Vandan. If you say, Are, by doing Sandhya Vandan, what am I going to achieve? What is the need to do? People will say. Okay, so that means Brahmanas are giving their Swadharma. They are not doing it. 3 times so dur ki baat hai. At least one time we are not able to do. O mighty armed Arjuna, learn from me of the 5 factors which bring about accomplishment of all action. These are declared in Sankhya philosophy. Sankhya means counting, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Krishna is saying here, if we are achieving something, there are 5 factors which are the root cause for the success of that action. In that, I will never come. I, because of mine, never will come. What are those things? That is in the 14th verse. I keep referring this verse. You remember? Adhishtanam tata karta karanam cha pritak vidam. Adhishtanam, the place. We need a place to perform. So that means here our body is referred to as the place for the soul. The soul has come here in this world to perform certain duty. Their unsatiated desire of the previous birth has brought the soul here. Because of that, we are here. So, soul need a place to reside, isn't it? So, Adhishtanam, this body is the Adhishtanam. Actually, Adhishtanam means a place. Tata, Karta, there's a doer needed. Only if place is there, body is there. If the consciousness is not there, who will integrate? Who will make all the senses work? So the consciousness is very, very important. That is the soul, Karta. Karanam cha pritak vidam. We need instruments, right? Without the instruments, can we perform any action? If we feel hungry, our mind has to, tell us, think what is there to eat, and the intelligence will tell whether it is good or not. Then the senses will start working. Oh, okay, leg will walk to the kitchen, open something and see, hand will serve, put it into the mouth, the teeth will chew. The different instruments. Karanam. Karanam are the instruments, sense organs. Okay, the body, the soul, karta, and the instrument. Karanam cha pritak vidam. Vividashta cheshta. Extremely important. We need to put in effort. Hand is there, food is there. I don't feel like eating. These days, I hear from all children. Whatever you give, they will say, I don't like it. I don't feel like eating this. That means the cheshta endeavor to do the work is not there. That is missing. Four things I said: karta, first adhishtanam, karta, karanam, pritak cheshta, different endeavors. The last one we all forget. That is Daivim cha Panchamam. The fifth factor is Daivim. Even so many, see, somebody, I know people who have cooked, who have served on the plate, they were not there to eat that food. Soul passes away. How many times we hear? Many people sit in the office thinking they are going to reach home. So they had the karta, karanam, they had the car, they are the driver, they have the key, everything. They are driving, but they don't reach home. Daivim cha panchamam. That is why that prakriti kriyamanani gunega karmani sarvashakha. Ahankara vimudatma. I did it. Because of me, everything happened. That day, this I, that is false ego. That is why we call it as false ego. This body is made up of, we all know 26 elements, right? Panchamahabhuta, Pancha Karmendriya, Pancha Jnanendriya, and the five senses, five sense objects. Okay, the 4 5s are 20. Then mind, intelligence, and false ego. The 3 subtle elements, 23. And the material nature, that is Pradhan, Prakriti, 24th element. The soul, 25th element. 26th element is the Paramatma, who is sitting in our heart. Today also in the 61st verse, again he is saying, earlier also in the 15th verse also, Sarvasya Chagam, Kridi Sanni Vishto, we saw that, isn't it? So Bhagavan is saying, I am seated in your heart. Kridi Sanni Vishto. Today also Krishna is telling that, O Arjuna, Hridayeshva Tishtati, I am seated in your heart. So that Paramatma, okay, is very, very important. Ultimately, the super soul, you saw that? So that is the Daivim cha Panchamam. So I hope you all have understood this. It's a very, very important verse. Anytime. See, this helps us to give up the proprietorship. If we achieve something, it is because of me I did. It will not come. If we know that Daivim cha Panchamam has sanctioned this, how will we say I did it? So that is why I said karma yoga leads to, non-proprietorship. We will never claim proprietorship for that. Hare Krishna. So, but see here, the example is given. So many big land is there. Building has to be constructed. Plan has to come. Material has to come on time. So many. Apart from everything. See, building is done, handed over. People are supposed to shift also. It falls down. These days we keep hearing whole building collapsed. We hear it, right? Daivim cha panchamam. Unless and until the super soul sanctions, nothing can be done. Therefore, one who thinks himself only the doer, not considering the 5 factors, is certainly not very intelligent and cannot see things as they are. The Krishna has told in so many verses. What is that? I pashyati. I will not interfere. I'll be keep watching. The moment, the more it exceeds I, the soul starts thinking one after the other desires. Keep on desiring. Then the Lord will show his real picture. That's what we say generally. I will show my real picture. I don't have that much patience. If you keep on troubling, bothering me, I will show my real nature. We say it, right? Knowledge, the object of knowledge and the knower. Three factors are again very, very important for to initiate an action. So to start a work, we need what? The knowledge to start the work. The object of the knowledge, what we want to do. If we do not know what we want to do, even if the knowledge is there, we can't initiate action. And the knower, one who knows to start, one who knows to initiate the work. Isn't it? As I told just now, if we have to drive down the vehicle to home back, I should know driving. I should have a car. And if even everything is there, but how to, the knowledge to put the key, where to put the key and where to start the car and where to run it, isn't it? If before that anything may happen. So that is the reason. So here again the same three factors motivate the action, the senses. As I told, we are feeling hungry. We have to walk down to the kitchen and with the hand and eyes we have to see what is available. Take it in a plate, put it in the mouth. Only then the desire will be fulfilled. So what are the three things? The action, the senses, the work. Okay, to motivate the action, we need the senses, work, and the doer. Okay, so that means senses. I said no, we have to walk, leg, hand, etc. What work we want to do? Why did I go to kitchen? We will forget. That is our manda sumanda matayo. I was feeling hungry. I have gone to the kitchen or I have opened the fridge. Then I will be thinking, why did I come to kitchen? I forgot what for. Sumanda matayo. Doer and the doer compromise the threefold basis of action. Hare Krishna. Now, this exercise for all of you. You have to give 3, 2, 1 marks to you, but very sincerely. But more than doing this, what I would prefer is okay, you see here, it will come like this. First row, you have to give 3. Second row, you have to give 2. And the last row, you have to give 1 mark for yourself. Finally, you can judge. But see, if I read only the translation, that is a translation say that knowledge by which one is undivided spiritual nature is seen in all existence, undivided in the divided is knowledge in mode of goodness. We will not be able to understand, right? So what I was thinking, if we can see the, one second, if we can see the puppet, that will help us a lot, but not for everything. If we start seeing for everything, we will not be able to finish. So I will straight go to the 18th chapter. I hope you all have Veda base with you, right? How to go to Veda base. So many books are there. So many. I mean, all translation, everything is there. If you go to advanced view like this, if you are able to see, you can. Here, everything is there. Verse in Devanagari is there. English is there. Synonyms is there. Translation is there. And the purport is there. So whatever you want. Say, for example, here I don't need synonyms. So I removed that. Where were we in the PPT, where were we? Oh no. We were in the 20th verse. So we will go to the 20th verse now. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay. For one, I will tell, then you will be able to understand. Otherwise, without doing anything, going there is a little difficult. Okay. 20th verse says, सर्वभूतेषु येनैकं भावमव्ययम् इक्षते अविभक्तं विभक्तेषु तज्ज्ञानं विद्धि सात्विकम्. See, the knowledge by which one is undivided spiritual nature is seen in all living entities. What is the meaning? Undivided spiritual nature. That Paramatma who is there, he is there in everybody's heart. But he is not undivided. He is sitting there also, watching everything. He is cognizant. What is meant by cognizant? He is conscious about, directly and indirectly conscious about every creation. Before previous chapters, I have told you the example. You remember? The chief engineer, constructor, chief engineer who made the plan. He may not visit the site every day, but he knows what has happened wrong in every nook and corner. He knows. Right? Same way, the Lord has created this material manifestation. He is responsible for that. He is the creator, he is the operator, he is the destroyer, isn't it? But there is an undivided spiritual nature. So one who is able to see, same Paramatma is living in everybody's heart. That person lives in mode of goodness. So the first column you saw mode of goodness, if you remember. So you can give 3 marks to you. Are you able to see that now? So that is 18.20. So what is the meaning of this? The Lord, though he is, that is why now Purnamadam, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnamudachyate, Purnasya Purnamadaya, Purnameva Vashishyate. He is Purnam. He has created the entire world, which is Purnam. No flaw you can see. Okay, say, but since he is Purnam, after creating the entire world, what will our buddhi say? Like a bank balance. Oh, I have withdrawn some, so my balance has gone down. Lord is not like that. After creating so many universes are like that mustard in a bag. How many mustards in a big bag sack will be there? Those many universes are there. After creating everything is also, he is Purnam. So if you are very sincere, that do you see if the driver doesn't come early in the morning on time, do we think he's also the, in his heart also Paramatma is saying, if he has come little late, there might have been a reason. Let me not get annoyed, let me not get mad at him. Are we able to think? No. What we will think, one day if I don't correct him, every day he will come late, therefore my work also will suffer. So today I have to make him, set him right. Otherwise, he will start doing the same thing. Mataji, this is not wrong, no? Yeah, this is not wrong. But why to yell at them? Why to yell at them? We think that by yelling only they are able to understand. Tell me, after yelling for 10 years also, the driver will be the same. So, what is the point in yelling? That means he is in Tamoguna. He will not be able to understand. So, no point in yelling at him. Yelling is like, he is not the soul, sorry, he is not the body, he is the soul. So sincerely, you have to give marks to you. Are you able to understand? I'll go back now after reading another one more purport. I will read one more purport, then you understand. This is a translation. 18.21. That is, Dukkam ityeva yat karma karya klesham bhayatyajet sa कृत्वा राजसं त्यागं नैव त्यागफलं लभेत् या न त्यागफलं लभेत्. No. That is 21, right? The translation of the 21 is that knowledge by which a different type of living entity is seen to be dwelling in different bodies is knowledge in the mode of passion. Those people who do not understand the same super soul is there in everybody's heart, they think in his heart some other super soul is there, in his heart some other, in my heart some other. Like that, those who think, they are in the mode of passion. My work, I have to accomplish. These kind of thoughts are there. Means we think one Paramatma is sitting in our heart, another Paramatma is sitting in Kshetra Vibhaga Yoga. 13th chapter, if you know, the knower of the body are two. One is the soul, which knows only about this body. Another one is the super soul, which knows about every living entity. Is it not? So the same Paramatma lives in everybody's heart. So for example, purport I will read. You see here, the concept that the material body is the living entity and that with the destruction of the body, the consciousness is also destroyed. This is called the knowledge in the mode of passion. So if you are in this knowledge, you have to give 2 marks to you. Then the last one is entirely different. And that knowledge by which one is attached to one kind of work, that's it. And that is all in all. Without knowledge of the truth, what is the reality, what is absolute truth, what is Supreme Personality of Godhead, nothing they know. Okay, which, and which is very meager. If at all they know, naam ke vaste, they are known as they are in the mode of darkness. So now we will go back to the slideshow. So I request you to give sincerely marks to you. 3, 2, 1. If you are in the first row, give 3 marks to you. Go to the second and third, it will go like 2 and 1. Very frankly, if you give, we will come to know where do we stand. Okay. So the previous one was on knowledge. Which kind of knowledge we have got? Everybody is, what is that? 15.7. Mamaivamsho jivaloke jivabhutas sanatanaha. Part and parcel of that supreme absolute. We all are part and parcel, isn't it? So that is knowledge. Now we are seeing 3 kinds of actions in 3 different modes. Action, what action we perform. As for actions, that action in accordance with the duty. Just now we saw dharma, religion. One who performs the duty without any attachment, without any love, without any hate, by one who has renounced the fruitive results. Renounced means what? We have surrendered the karma pala at the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. Whatever comes, I am ready for that. There is one verse, na? what is that? I think second chapter, 38th verse. Sukha dukke same kritva labha labha jaya jaya. Even if you get labha, that is profit or loss. Even if you get success or failure. Next also will be the same. Next column when we go slide, that also will tell the same thing. Then second, but action performed with great effort by one seeking to gratify his own desire. That's it. My desires have to be fulfilled. And which is enacted from a sense of false ego. I and mine, right? I, me, mine. We say, people, we are in the periphery of I, me, mine. From a sense of false ego is called action in the mode of passion. And that action performed in ignorance and delusion without consideration of future bondage. Whatever comes to my mind, I will do now. I am not bothered whether it is a sin or it is a sinful activity, how it will bind me, what action, what karma pala I will have to bear in future. Nobody has got this kavo pivo ash karo. That mentality. Those they perform action in the mode of ignorance. Okay, they are not practical. They keep pramada alasya nidrabhihi. We saw, remember, 14th chapter that tamoguni people have pramada alasya nidrabhihi, inertia. They don't do anything. Okay, so again you give marks for you. 3, 2, 1. Next, in the kinds of workers based on the modes of material nature. 3 kinds of workers are there. The workers who is free from material attachment. I will do. That is mostly first column is akarma. Akarma is what? The karma, which the fruitive activities which we perform for the pleasure of the Lord. So it will not bind us. That will not be attached to false ego at all. Those people are free from false ego. Those who perform akarma are out of false ego. Okay. See, say for example, somebody told, Mataji, I am going for Mangalarti tomorrow. I will give you a call in the morning and I will take you. By for whatsoever reason, they forgot they went. They left us. Okay. So here we should not grudge. Oh, how look at that Mataji. She told I got ready at 3 o'clock, I had my bath. I was waiting that she will call. And she went, no, nothing. Today, Krishna did not want me to attend his Mangalarti. At home, you perform the Mangalarti and you relish his beauty at home only. That is what is, leaving the attachment. So, akarma. Here also the karma, what they were performing is for the pleasure of the Lord, not for the pleasure of our senses. And resolute, who is indifferent to success and failure. Just now I told labha alabha. Kama, what is that? Sukha dukke same kritva labha labha jaya jaya. So whether they get success or failure, they are the same. But the worker who is attached to the fruits of his labor, I worked hard, I should succeed. Who passionately wants to enjoy the fruits of the action, he is greedy and envious and impure. They are moved by happiness or distress. Their work is finished successfully this year. They will jump high, earth to sky. If it is not, they'll become morose. They will get into depression, and they will. It will take years for them to come out of it. They are in the mode of passion. This is last one is what to say. They don't know what is correct, how to get engage themselves. They are pramada, no inertia. They are lazy. They don't even perform any activity at all. They are always lazy. They are always morose. They always keep lamenting about the past, maybe dreaming about the future, right? They do not involve into any work at all. I'm 200% sure who all are in this platform are not in the third one. Otherwise, you would not have joined here, isn't it? Okay. Son of Partha, that understanding by which one knows what ought to be done and what ought not to be done. Dharma. We are supposed to do this, we are not supposed to do this. If you don't do this, Papa will come. If you do this, also, if you do, there are some activity. If you do this, it is sinful. If you don't do this, it is sinful. Yesterday, I gave 2, 3 example. You remember Samyam, Anjana, all those things from the Vedas I said. If you don't do, no punya also, no Papa also, something like that. Okay, so they know. But all these activities, what they perform will be liberating them. It will not bind them. Nibadnati Vimuktyati, that is Vimukta is liberating. Nibadnanti is binding. 16th chapter we learnt so many verses. Okay. And that understanding which cannot distinguish between the religious way of life, irreligious. Yesterday Prabhuji asked a question, you remember? What was the question in the 17th chapter? First question. This is what Arjuna was asking. I know I have to do it, but I may not do it according to the Shastras, how they say. What is my destiny, Krishna? He asked, right? So that is what is this. I know it has to be done. If I don't do it, what will happen also, I know. But somewhat, if I do not follow the procedure, what will happen to those people who they are doing that, they are performing the actions in the mode of passion. That understanding which consider irreligion to be religion, religion to be irreligion. What is not to be done, they will think, oh, I am supposed to do. That shows ignorance, right? Totally. Who all are in ignorance, they will think like that. Okay. That strives always in the wrong direction. So, O son of Partha, that is in the mode of ignorance. T3 to 1. O son of Partha, that determination which is unbreakable, strong determination. What is that? Abhyasa yogena, Abhyasa yogena, Vairagyena cha prabhatyate. In the 6th chapter, Arjuna asked one doubt. For that, Krishna gave answer. You remember? With practice and with full determination, you can achieve it, which is sustained with steadfastness by yoga practice. That is what is yoga. Yoga is what? Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi. We align our wishes with the wishes of the Lord. It is aligned with the Lord's desire. That's why I said first column is akarma. All those activities will be akarmic activities. And the acts of the senses is in the mode of goodness. And that determination by which one holds fast to fruitive results in religion, economic development, and sense gratification is of the nature of passion. It's not wrong. That is Purushartha. We all are like that only. What are the Purushartha? Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Okay? 4 Purushartha. The 5th one is, that is Akarma. That is not the Purushartha. That is, what do you call, no. Paramdrishvani Vartate. That is for the pleasure of the Lord. So, Dharma, Artha, Dharma, we follow religion in order to earn money. Why? Economic development. Economic development we need, that is why we do activities. So, Dharma, Artha, Kama. Kama is what? Lust, desire. We want to perform more activities. That is in passion. Passion is always action, remember. And that determination which cannot go beyond dreaming, fearfulness, lamentation, morose, and illusion. About the past we lament, about the future we dream. In present, about the future also we always live in fear. In present we are morose and we live in illusion. Okay, that an unintelligent person lives in darkness. That which in the beginning, this is a very important thing. See, some activities in the beginning, it will look like very painful. But in future, it will give us pleasure. Like getting up in the Brahma Muhurta, having the bath, chanting. It will, in this winter, it will look like very painful. But if you do it, in future, it will give a pleasure. Right? It is, Srila Prabhupada gives the example of this one. What is that? Those who are affected with the jaundice. You know what will happen? Jaundice in sugarcane is the only medicine, sugarcane juice. So when they have peak jaundice, when they drink the sugarcane juice, it will be so bitter. They will not understand the taste at all. But slowly and gradually the jaundice gets cured. The taste starts developing. So initially it will be very difficult, but slowly, gradually, it will give us the sweetness in future. Just opposite is in Rajoguna. Now you will feel, wow, it is so pleasurable. Cigarette, 1 cigarette, 2 cigarette, 3 cigarette. Keep on. Today, okay, 1 packet. Now within a month, they will go to 4, 5 packets. And then they become a chain smoker. It gave them pleasure. One kick. I don't know what pleasure they will have. I can't explain that. But they say, same way liquor. They drink and they live in the dream world or whatever it is. But at the later stage, liver psoriasis, liver problems, everything comes, heart problem, lungs problem, is it not? So initially it will be like a nectar, and later it will be like a poison, where in passion. But in goodness, initially it will be like, see, you all are attending classes. Initially it was so too difficult for you. So many Matajis and Prabhujis I'm seeing here, you were all so regular. So initially taking out this 1 hour is very difficult, but somehow you did it. Later you will have that peace. Anything coming, you will say, oh Krishna, labha labha jaya jaya. You will be at peace. Bhaktaram yagyan tapasam shantvamam Nyatwamam shantim richati. You will live in peace. You will not break your head. Why I didn't get it? Why I did not get the result what I expected? Is it not? But the last people, they don't even perform anything. What pain, what pleasure. They always live in actually pain only. They don't understand that it is a pain. They think that is the happiness. Thinking wrongly, they live. And that happiness which is blind to self-realization. So for them, they think sleeping is happiness, okay, which is delusion from the beginning to the end, and which arises from sleep, laziness, and illusion, is said to be the nature of ignorance. Hare Krishna. Okay. O son of Partha, that determination which is unbreakable, which is sustained with steadfastness in yoga practice right from the beginning, same interest till the end. There are some Matajis from class 1, 100% attendance you have. So, what enthusiasm you had in the beginning, you have the same enthusiasm till the end. So, that unbreakable determination. You remember Abhyasa Yogena, Vairagyena cha, Nishta, another one. Nishta, the faith with the full determination. Okay, all these things are the which are the acts of the senses is in the mode of goodness. But okay, most of us are in Rajoguna. That's fine. At least we endeavored. We wanted to attend every day with God, Lord's mercy, Krishna's mercy. We could not attend every day. Okay, put the blame under his lotus feet only. And that determination by which one holds fast to fruitive result in religion, economic development, and sense gratification is of the nature of passion. We enjoy, but they put the blame on the lotus feet of the Lord. It is because of you, Krishna. Some people, tell that very clearly. Whatever you achieve, you say, Mere balbute par. Whatever you did not, this is what the Lord wanted. And that determination which cannot go beyond, same thing. Pramada alasya nidrabhihi. Same what we saw in the previous slide. They are in mode of darkness. That which in the beginning may be just like poison, but at the, what happened? We are reading the same thing again. Okay, sorry. We have read this nature of ignorance. Correct. So now the result you see for yourself, that is okay, it's fine. You don't have to share. You yourself come to know. Less than 6 means we have to work a lot. That's all. There is nothing. We are learning what we are, where we are, how much we know, how much we have to progress. That's it. Okay, Hare Krishna. This we have already seen. In the first slide we saw 20. You remember? It binds us. That knowledge which is undivided. The same Lord is there in everybody's heart. We saw that, isn't it? And this is the unbreakable Nishta. Just now we saw. Yes. This is okay. Satvaguna, the kind of ashram. Ashram is what? There are 4 ashram. Varna, ashrama, dharma. Varna is the rang. That is the Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Ashram is the Brahmacharya, Grahastha, Vanaprastha, and Sannyasa. Which ashrama? So now you see Brahmanas. Brahmanas have these qualities. These qualities are Brahmanas. We can't, even if I'm born in Brahmana, what is it? Heredity. No, Brahmana, Kula. If I don't have these qualities, I should not claim I am a Brahmin. I should not. These are the qualities one has to possess if they are Brahmana. Same qualities if a Vaishya possess also, they will be a Brahmana. That's why yesterday I told, and whoever, dog eater can also become a Vaishnava. Vaishnava is beyond Brahmana. Vaishnava is, what is it? Shuni Chaiva Shvapake Pandita Samadarshina. That Vidya Vinay Sampanne Brahmane Havi Hastini Shuni Chaiva Shvapake Cha Pandita Samadarshina, they see everybody equal visa, no? Same way here. What are their qualities? Brahmin qualities. Peacefulness, self control, austerity, purity, tolerance, honesty, wisdom, knowledge, and religiousness. If we do not have any one also, we can't claim ourselves to be a Brahmana. Kshatriya, they have to be all the time, heroism. They have to show their heroism in the war. Heroism, power, determination, resourcefulness, courage in battle, generosity, and leadership are the qualities for any Kshatriya. They are supposed to possess it. They have to. Otherwise, how will they fight? They should not be like Brahmanas, peaceful. I don't want to, like Arjuna told. Oh Krishna, I don't want to fight. That is why Krishna told, oh, you are in Kshatriya Dharma. You should have this determination to fight, right? You should have the courage to show, reflect in the battle. Okay. Krishi Goragya Vanijyam, we just know, sir. Farming, cattle raising, and business are the qualities of the works of Vaishya. So this is a mixed guna. That is, they are in both Rajo and Tamo. Shudras are only in Tamo. First one, Brahmana Sattva, middle, Kshatriya, Rajo, Vaishyas, Rajo, and Tamo, Shudras, Tamo. Okay? And for the Shudras, there is a labor and service to others. All the other three class, they have to take care. Their cleanliness, etc. Same thing given in the form of picture. We have to, first one is Brahmana Dharma. Second one is Kshatriya. Isn't it? Who is that? Durvasumuni. Durvasumuni, no? Yeah. But sorry, Parashuram. How many kings he killed? Because they were not performing their duties. So he annihilated as many kings as possible. I think 21 kings he killed, something like that. By worship of the Lord, who is the source of all beings and who is all pervading, man can, in the performance of his own duty, attain perfection. So, which varna we belong to, which ashrama we belong to, we should have the perfection in that. So that is what Swadharmo Vimukshate Paradharmo. Swadharma, if you don't do perfectly, it is fine, but do that. Instead of doing paradharma, दूसरों की एक्टिविटी को सेम वर्स केम हियर श्रेयान् स्वधर्मो विगुणः परधर्मात् स्व अनुष्ठितात् स्वभावनियतं कर्म कुर्वन्नाप्नोति किल्बिषं. Same thing. If you are, that means you have to do Swadharma, become an expert in Swadharma. So it is better to engage in one's own occupation, even though one may perform it imperfectly, than to accept others' occupation and perform it perfectly. Duties performed according to one's nature are never affected by sinful reaction. If you remember, Krishna told Arjuna, Arjuna, you're a Kshatriya, get up. Mamanusmara yudhyacha, go, remember me and fight. Even if you kill these people who are standing in front of you, you told no, Drona, Bhishma, everybody, that is not a sin. They have all been killed already. It showed in Vishwarupa. I am only using you at a Sabai Savya Sachi. I am using as a Nimitta Matrena, using you as an instrument. Get the credit. He said, no. It's like, the picture what it said. You see, who will climb the tree? In the schools, parents expect the teachers have to teach their children everything. Teach the fish to climb the tree. Teach the elephant to swim the river. Like that they expect. Whether my child should know swimming also, horse riding also, music also, dance also, science also, maths also, political science also. This is what they expect. How is it possible? That is whatever their skill is. There is Edward Gardner. He has divided the whole intelligence into, now it has gone to 9. Earlier when I was in school, it was 4 intelligence, then 6, then 8. Now it has gone to 9. So they have identified 9 intelligence in a man. So they can be experts, either few of them, not all of them. So teachers and parents' duty is to identify in which intelligence they have the expertise, and we have to give them training in that expertise so that they don't waste their life. They can become, it is like a jack of all, master of none, if you try to teach everything to everybody. That is what here it is expected. All of them have to, the teacher is supposed to teach everybody to climb the tree. This is by heart this was. Brahmabhuta prasannatma na shochati na kankshati samaga sarveshu bhuteshu madbhaktim lapate param. Transcendentally one who is situated, he realizes that Supreme Brahman, Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma. He never laments. He doesn't have any desire at all for him. That means we have started working at the soul level. The soul has started slowly, gradually relishing the Paramatma. The two birds, you remember, we used to see always and refer. One bird is eating the fruit of the tree. Another bird is watching, oh, this fruit of this bird is enjoying this fruit. And hunter is standing behind to hit the bird. Like that. So same, but we know Paramatma is in me. We align our thoughts and desires are aligned with Paramatma's desire. That is what Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma. They are transcendentally situated. They don't lament for their desires which have not been fulfilled. Whatever. So like that, slowly, gradually, they will attain pure devotional service, the Lord is saying. See, whatever happens, we have no control. So it's okay. There's no other way. Even if we say it is not okay, you stand upside down also, situation will not be changed. So keep crying. What is the use of, this is not correct, saying it? There is no point. Is it not? Hare Krishna. भक्त्या मामभिजानाति यावानिश्चास्मि तत्त्वतः ततो मां तत्त्वतो ज्ञात्वा विशते तदनन्तरम्. One can understand me as I am, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, only by devotional service. And when one is in full consciousness of me, by such devotion, he can enter into the kingdom of God. He can enter my abode. Who? Bhaktya mama abhijanati. One who knows my superior nature. In 9th chapter, he said, no, what is that? Abhijanati mamuda manushin tanum ashritam. He said, one who do not understand me. Bhaktyam manushim tanum ashritam. Bhaktyamam abhijanati. They do not know. Here he is saying, one who knows, they will attain my abode, supreme abode, which is beyond any illusion. Today, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's appearance day. Who is Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur? Who has given us Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada's guru, at whose instruction Srila Prabhupada went abroad. And again, with 440 rupees at the age of 70, he went in a cargo ship, suffering to heart attacks. And people talk about him. So, some people actually, they will say so much foreign money, this, that, but, we should understand one thing. Nothing is saved for himself. He had a big, nice business. He left everything. He told his Guru Maharaj, when he told you are very good in Sanskrit and English, Paschatya Teshatarine, we tell the mantra, no? Pranam mantra. Every day we say, Jai Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtai Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaha Acharya Padaya Nitai Kripai Pradayine Gaurakata Damadaya Nahara Grama Tarine. So he went पाश्चात्य देश तारिने. ही पाश्चात्य देश को उद्धार करने के लिए तारिने तरंतिते to bring all those souls from the addiction to where he brought. How many souls are working in Krishna consciousness these days? Isn't it? So though engaged in all kinds of activity, my devotee under my protection reaches the eternal and imperishable abode of mine. So Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur has not met Prabhupada many a times, but still his Guru's Ajna, that is what is, surrender under the lotus feet of Guru. That's what Srila Prabhupada did. मच्चित्त सर्व दुर्गानि मत् प्रसादात् तरिष्यसि अत चेत्वम् अहंकारा न श्रोष्यसि विनक्ष्यसि. If you become conscious of me, you will pass over all the obstacles. Sharanagati. He says, surrender to me. That is all Krishna says. What is that? There is one verse also. That verse says, what? Anukulyena? Yeah, I got it. आनुकूल्यस्य संकल्प प्रातिकूल्यस्य वर्जनम रक्षिष्यति विश्वासो गोत्रत्वे वर्णम तथा आत्मनिक्षेप कार्पण्ये षड्विधि शरणागति. What are the 6 symptoms of Sharanagati? This is what Anukulyasa Sankalpa. Whatever the Lord's favor, we should do. Which is not, we should give it up. And Rakshitse Vishwaso. Whatever happens to me, my Krishna is there, he will protect me. Rakshitse Vishwaso. Krishna will protect me. You remember that Yoga Kshemam Bhagamyagam Arjuna Das story. He cut that word. Why should the Lord come to protect me? And Krishna and Balram brought so much grocery. He went and rubbed it. You remember that story I said? That is it. Yoga Kshemam Vahamyakam. Krishna says, I come to protect my devotee by myself, he says. Huh? If, however, you do not work in that consciousness, what will happen? You are working in false ego, I consciousness. If that Lord consciousness, soul consciousness is not there, you are working in I consciousness. Here again, he said, hear me, hear. That Chrunu, that word Chrunu is given, right? Not hearing me. Okay? Yeah. Ishvara sarva bhutanam kriye deshva arjuna tishtati. Just now I said, sarvasya chagam kridi sannivishto. Every hridaya I am seated. Same way here it's saying, in every heart I am seated, O Arjuna, and I direct the wanderings of all living entities who are seated as a machine. Mataji, then why did he let us do, what do you call, the papa when we do, he should stop us, na? Why will he stop? He has told, Samogam sarva bhuteshu na me dvesho na asti priyaga e bhajanti tu mambatya maite techu chapyagam. How much you surrender to me, how much you have faith in me, how much you totally give up your karma pala to me, then I will take care. Draupadi, till that time he went to everybody, 5 husbands, Bhishma, everybody. He went, Duryodhan also she went. Nobody helped her. Then, then she was holding like this and she was thinking, nobody is helping me. The moment she left her hand, Dwarakadesh, she shouted, my Krishna. Then Krishna immediately next second. So Krishna told that only. Why did you come late, Krishna? He said, you were dependent on so many people. Rakshishyati Vishwaso. You didn't have. In the beginning only when he started disrobing you, you should have, oh Krishna, take care of me. That's all. Oh Krishna is sufficient. No one have to tell you anything. Did you have that confidence? Did you call me in the beginning? So when you called, I came, he is telling. That is what Sharanagati's Lakshan. O son of Bharata, surrender unto him utterly. By his grace, you will attain transcendental peace, the supreme and eternal abode. He is there in eternal abode also. He is there. This story I wanted to tell you. In so many days, PPT, it came for some reason or the other. Oh, 8:11 already. I have an exam today. Okay, this is Prataprudra. He was the king of the Puri Kshetra. But he used to himself sweep the full Ratha Yatra. Every year he used to come and sweep the floor for the Jagannath. Because he knows Jagannath is the Jagadishwar. I am not the king, Jagannath is the king. That is why. Okay, that's I have explained to you the most confidential of all knowledge. Now deliberate on this fully and then do whatever you wish to. Krishna doesn't compel. Even after telling everything also, he is telling Arjuna, Arjuna, my duty is to tell you, I have told you whatever you want you do. Right? Now also, ya pashyati sa pashyati, he won't say. Now Arjuna told, sorry Krishna, I have understood everything very nicely. I have regained my memory. Now no doubt at all. Whatever you want to do, like karishyasi vachanam tava. This is an important phrase. So whenever we have problem in our life, two sloka. Karpanyatosho bhagata swabhava prichami tvam dharmam sammuda cheta. Shreyam nishchitam brughitan me shishyaste agam chadi mam tvam prapanam. I am your disciple, take care of me. Karishyasi vachanam tava. Oh Krishna, tell me what am I supposed to do now? Krishna will tell you. He will tell. That confidence has to be there. Krishna tells, no, this is what he tells. Manmanabhava madbhakto. You just always think of me. Always abide to me. Always worship me. Always pay obeisances to me. This is what Krishna, same verse has come into in the 9th chapter, last verse. and in the 18th chapter, 65th verse. So we know how much important it should be. Say manmana bhavat bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. Manye vaishasti, there it is, yuktvaivam atmanam matparayanam. That is 9th chapter, last verse. Here it is Manye vaishasi satyam te pradichane priyosime. Everyone is my dear friend. Arjuna, there is no doubt. Whoever pays obeisances, whoever worships me, whoever that obeisances me, dandavat. Whoever does dandavat, they are very dear to me, Arjuna. Sarva dharman parityajna mamekam sharanam vraja agam tvam sarva papepyo mokshayishyami ma shucha. Next moment, you abandon everything, leave everything. Don't think about previous janma, what did I do now, what papa I did. Are Mataji, I will never go to Lord's abode because I have done lot of papa punya. Leave everything. Surrender to the Lord. Abandon all varieties of religion. Just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear. This confidential knowledge may not be explained to everybody who are not austere, who are not my devotee, who are not engaged in my devotional service. So this is again the most secret knowledge. In the 9th chapter, he told, isn't it? In Raja Vidya Raja Guhyam Pavitram Idam Uttamam. Raja Vidya Raja Guhyam, most secret knowledge. In the 15th chapter, he said, Yomam evama sammudo janati purushottamam. You janati, one who knows that Yomam eva sammudo. Everything happens because of me and you have to surrender unto me. Again, he is telling the most confidential knowledge here. So that means in Karma Yoga also he has told. In Karma Yoga is 1 to 6. Again, he has told in 9 to 12 he has told, and here also Jnana Yoga also he is saying 3 times he has told, this is the most secret, this is the most secret, this is the most secret. Anything. Hare Nama Iva Kevalam, Kalav Nashtieva Nashtieva Gatiranada. There is no other way, no other way, no other way other than chanting. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says no 3 times. Hare Krishna. We are in the last but few. For one who explains this supreme secret to the devotees, pure devotional service is guaranteed. And at the end, he will come back to me. There is no doubt at all in it. And there is no servant in this world more dear to me than he, nor will there be anyone more dear to me other than Manmana Bhava Madbhakto Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru, one who pays obeisances unto me. And I declare that who studies this sacred conversation, worships me by his intelligence, will definitely come to me. And one who listens, again hearing, Shrunume, with faith, Shraddha. Shraddha sadhu sangha, bhajana kriya, then anartha nivarti, isn't it? Without any enviousness. So what are the qualities? Non-enviousness. We have to be his disciple. We should have full faith. And for Arjuna, he was Sakha Cheti also. He was Krishna's friend also. Reaction and at times to me, no sinful reaction for them. Okay. Now Sanjaya has also benefited, no? Because of this. Sanjaya says, thus, I have heard the conversation between the two great souls, Krishna and Arjuna, and so wonderful in that message that my hair is standing on my end by the mercy of Vyasa. I have heard this most confidential talks directly from the master of all mysticism, Krishna, who was speaking personally. Arjuna, you give me 1 minute, no, let me at least join my exam. Otherwise, Mataji will not allow me to enter. Hare Krishna, just 1 minute. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
This the difference between the real truth or
absolute truth. So by the mercy of Vyasa, I have heard these most confidential talks directly from the master of all mysticism, Krishna, who was speaking personally to Arjuna. O king, as I repeat, 1 minute. Sorry for that. O king, as I repeatedly recall this wondrous and holy dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna, I take pleasure being thrilled at every moment. So Sanjaya is so grateful to Vyasadeva. Same opportunity was given to Duryodhan also. But Duryodhan told Vyasadeva that he will not be able to see his own children getting defeated or killed in the battlefield. Okay. So, O King, when I remember the wonderful form of Lord Krishna, I am struck with even greater wonder and I rejoice again and again. This is the last verse. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishno, Yatra Parthoda Nurdara, Tatra Shirvijiyo Bhutir, Dhuvani Tirma Tirmama. Wherever there is Krishna, the master of all mistakes, and wherever there is Arjuna, the supreme archer, there will also certainly be opulence. The Lord's opulences will be there. Victory, extraordinary power, and majority. This is my opinion. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much, devotees, for this, wonderful journey. And Mataji, Janani Mataji, you take my this thing. I know I am writing my number in the chat, Mataji. You pin me and I will send you the video. Your doubt, what you asked. 3 videos I will send you. In all 3 videos, it is clearly